Hey, Magic fans, welcome back. This is the captain speaking here on Capnclydes MTG. We got a juicy one today, my personal opinion. Uh, MTG Spider-Man accessories unexpectedly appear under a Disney partner. What the hell? Well, we're going to take a look at it. So, don't forget, comment, like, and subscribe. Comments down below feed the YouTube algorithm. Just watch the channel. That's all you really got to do. Um, Couple bucks as a YouTube member like my boy Sawyer be a great help. I would appreciate that. If not, again, watch the channel. Check out links in the description. There's also Patreon down there. eBay, TCG player, box opening series for Spider-Man to start soon during the release. Make sure you come over and check that out. And get your cards there because that's where they go when I'm done opening boxes. Also, let's not forget there's a link to the Otaku shop in there for all your sweet anime needs. Go in, take a look, get you a couple anime things. Yeah, get you a couple light boxes, lamps, tea fobs, a wafu pillow. I don't. Do they have wafu pillows? Jeez, I need to check. I want one. Anyway, sidetracked it here. Captain Clyde will get you 10% off. If you click the link, it should get put in for you. But if not, it's just Captain Clyde, 10%. 10% is a lot when you have as many hobbies as most of us gamers do, and between inflation and Wizards raising the price on everything, Jesus Christ, all the help we can get, save money. Also down there's a link to the Whatnot. So every Saturday, 9 p.m., we have a big Whatnot show. Come check it out. We also pop in every day for an hour or two, sometimes longer if I'm bored, and do a few streams through the week. Apparently now, because I don't know, I just do. So pop over there, check it out too. Hang out in the lobby. You ain't got to buy nothing. Just come and chill. Talk, have a good time. Things. Now, all that said and done, we got a article here from Riley Hicks. So it says, a few weeks ago, many MTG players were surprised when Ultra Pro announced that the MTG Spider-Man accessory product line was canceled. And that was what I thought too, because I thought for sure they would milk the dog piss out of this. Anyway, with this announcement, players suspected they would not be getting any MTG Spider-Man card accessories to accompany the official release of the set. That no longer appears to be the case. In an unexpected turn of events, MTG Spider-Man will be getting the usual accessories that players have grown to expect. Instead of Ultra Pro creating the products, however, Gamegenic is responsible. Now, here's a picture of the product, and let's talk about Gamegenic for a second. Like it mentioned, Gamegenic is a subsidiary owned, call it what you will, they report to Disney. And clearly, we already know that they did not pay for the rights to put the Marvel IP into Arena, which means we won't see these cards on Arena, at least not in the Marvel form. Second, why would Disney, who has somebody like Gamegenic, who can do all the stuff Ultra Pro does, let somebody who is not one of their companies make these products and take all the profit when they could just do it themselves? So I'm going to say that yes, Ultra Pro did have a line because Ultra Pro probably thought, oh, cool, we'll do this like normal, until Disney went, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't think you understand. We can take care of this problem ourselves. Which also meant that the cost for the IP for Ultra Pro to do it was way more expensive than they wanted, for obvious reasons, so Gamegenic could get it. Now, to be fair, I'm not mad, not upset. If I owned a company and I had somebody who worked for me as a subsidiary or a partner or whatever, that could do something like this, and I was partnering with somebody for my IP, and they're like, oh, hey, we're going to have Ultra Pro make all this shit. And I'm like, no, 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 no. I let you buy the IP. I will sell the accessories. Because let's be fair, the accessories don't make as much as the cards, but damn do they make close. Especially when it's a good one. Like Final Fantasy. Holy shit, if people make money off that. Wow. Anyway, so My thought, Ultra Pro had it in their mind, or even thought that they would have it, went and did the thing, and then Disney abruptly said, no, stop that. And to be fair, probably can't fight Disney money. At least not for something like this. I mean, they're not Gina Carano. Too soon? I'm proud of you, Gina. Get them. Anyway, so with that, it says here that today, which is the 10th, I believe, by the time when I film this, Gamegenic announced in a press release that it would release MTG Spider-Man themed accessories after officially partnering with Wizards of the Coast. The briefing showed off Spider-Man themed sleeves, deck boxes, binders, playmats, the norm. All using art from the Magic and Marvel crossover. This is rather typical for an MTG release, but traditionally these products would be created by Ultra Pro, or controversially Ultimate Guard, whatever. This isn't a one-time deal either. According to the press release, Gamegenic will become an official licensee of Wizards of the Coast moving forward, starting in 2026. They'll release a wide range of products, upcoming Magic sets. Now, to speak to that, not that Ultra Pro is bad at what they do. Not saying that. However, to get this IP could very easily have been, hey, we want you to use Gamegenic and we won't charge you as much, or you will use Gamegenic, or we just won't sell you the IP no matter what. So, I think Ultra Pro will be fine. Like, it's whatever. And to be fair, Gamegenic is actually a pretty good company. Like, I like their sleeves, I like their boxes. Like, if I had to put them close, like, together, I would almost bet Gamegenic is better quality than Ultra Pro at this point. Maybe not to begin with. And maybe it's got worse. I don't know. I haven't bought a box in forever. But I've always been impressed with their boxes, and I think this is probably an okay, if not a better move. So, take it with a grain of salt. Now, it seems to come from nowhere, but many players suspect that previous partnerships between Gamegenic and Disney have led to this. Yeah, exactly what I said. The brand is notably responsible for card accessories from Marvel Champions games. Those games are kind of fun. They're also owned by Disney. Gamegenic also does card accessories for Star Wars, which is not, well, yes, owned by Disney. I see a theme here. Wow, a lot of Disney stuff getting done by Gamegenic. Odds? Anyway, players speculate that this likely has an impact on Gamegenic becoming the official MTG licensee, but it's not been confirmed yet. Whether it's confirmed or not, it's happening, so it's irrelevant. Notably, this is the first time that Gamegenic has interacted with Magic the Gathering, while it's the first time Gamegenic has it's not the first time that they have interacted with Magic the Gathering, but the first time they've interacted officially. Officially, quote unquote. Notably, collaborating with the Professor on one of their first boxes to create the Academic, a deck box that Gamegenic still sells today. It is considered among the best deck boxes that MTG players can buy, which is also why I think that over the time, not only was that box a good release, but they've learned, they've gotten better. Not that Ultra Pro hasn't tried. I just don't think they understand their market as well as Gamegenic does, which, in the grand scheme of things, equals more business. So, unfortunately for them. Now, what is next? Well, excuse me. Many players are excited about Gamegenic's official partnership. They receive a chance to produce. Gamegenic's quality is considered to be quite good. I mentioned that. This new partnership hopefully encouraged Gamegenic, Ultra Pro, and Ultimate Guard to create the best products possible to fulfill wishes. I think that's good too. Ultra Pro and Ultimate Guard have had not enough competition. We need probably one more person in this trifecta here to really get these guys competing for good quality and cheap cost. But anyway, despite these controversies, Gamegenic's sudden MTG partnership will also known that the Ultimate Guard isn't going anywhere. Yeah, I mean, they're still going to do stuff. Ultimate Guard's got Avatar stuff because, well, Disney doesn't own Avatar. Well, at least I don't think they do. Holy shit, they might. Anyway, Gamegenic announced that these MTG Spider-Man accessories will debut at MagicCon Atlanta between the 26th and 28th of this month. So 16 days we'll get to see them. They'll be in the US in early October, and we'll be reaching Canada and Europe in late October. So we'll take one more look here. You can see all these sweet cards. This deck box looks great. I like this. Although it's not a really good deck box, it still looks cool. I'm not a big fan of binders, but the art's pretty sweet. I don't really see a play mat I like. I like the sleeves. Love the Venom one. That's nice. I've never been a fan of the land sleeves for whatever reason. That Spider-Man's all right. In this lineup, I don't see a whole lot to be excited about for me, other than maybe this deck box and some Venom sleeve. Okay, Gwen's in there, of course. Gwen. I'm just gonna put that out there. Tell me what you think. Out what you see here. What are you excited for? And well, come Magic Con Atlanta, we'll get to look at what really there is, and I hope there's more than just this, because we could do more than this. I mean, this is Marvel. Let's do more. So until next time, be kind, and as always, I hope to see you across from the game table.